Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel and welcome to today's video. So I have got a $6 pore smoothing primer that is honestly phenomenal to show you today. I've been testing this product out for about the last, I want to say 4, maybe it's almost 5 weeks now, and I've just been super impressed with the results because it is only $6. Like, what? Now, you guys know that I am pretty fussy when it comes to pore filling primers. I don't like anything that has a real silicone, slippery texture on the skin because it just stops my makeup from lasting during the day. It causes it to like wipe off and transfer off, and usually just a nightmare. And that's typically what I have found in more affordable drugstore primers, like especially if they are pore filling formulas, they are normally quite hideous. So pretty excited to have discovered this one. The primer that I'm actually talking about is the SheGlam Birthday Skin Primer. Now this one I feel like was launched originally a couple of months ago. It's officially available now on the Australian SheGlam website as well as the US one. I'll pop all the links and stuff down below. And if you're not familiar with SheGlam, it's like the beauty brand part of Shein. Now you guys have seen me test some of their products before. You've seen me do a Shein try-on haul. And I've been super impressed. You guys remember I did a full review and wear test on the foundation. Oh my gosh, that foundation is phenomenal. I'll link that video down below. But for today's video, I'm super excited because I have actually teamed up with SheGlam to show you this primer. But basically what I'm going to do today is I'm actually going to show you a side-by-side difference of the Birthday Skin Primer on my skin, show you just how well it works to minimize my pores and hide my pores and how nice it is to put foundation on over the top. And then I'm going to do a check-in. I'm going to show you my skin later on so that you can see the difference on either side, so you can really see just how well it keeps my pores minimized all day long. Now you guys know that I have partnered with SheGlam in the past. They have given me a special discount code for you guys for today's videos. If you want, you can use the code Nikkia15 and that will get you 15% off not only anything off SheGlam, but also 15% off the Shein website. So all the clothing, the accessories, everything on there. So yeah, if you were interested in seeing a demo, a review, and like close-up application of this amazing $6 primer, then please stick around. First up, packaging. This is what it looks like. It's actually really beautiful luxe packaging. It comes in this plastic jar. It's got like a shiny SheGlam lid, and sorry, mine's a little banged up from me using it, you know, so frequently over the past few weeks. So sorry she's looking a little smudged, but yeah, it says SheGlam Birthday Skin Primer on the front. And then this here is what the actual primer looks like itself. It's a really nice sort of creamy putty kind of a consistency. And then it like melts into the skin and instantly blurs those pores. It's phenomenal. I gotta tell you guys, it's a very close dupe of the Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer. Very close, but obviously being that it's only $6, hello. Now I will obviously leave you guys links down below to purchase this if you are interested in trying it out. But obviously if you don't want to use them, you can just search Birthday Skin on the SheGlam website, on the Shein website, or you can also download the app and find it that way. But yeah, totally up to you. Now the thing that kind of initially caught my attention with this primer, obviously the price tag, hello, $6. But you guys know I've been really enjoying products that blur the line between makeup and skincare lately. And one of the other things about this that really caught my attention was that it's also infused with amazing skincare ingredients. So this has got ingredients in it to soften the skin, to hydrate the skin, and to brighten and tighten the skin. So it's got Rosa Centifolia in it. That actually helps with skin elasticity and keeping the skin nice and tight. And as you can imagine, that also helps to minimize the appearance and the size of enlarged pores. And it's also got this blend of 3 ingredients that they call Kempo System. And I'm just reading off the website here so that I don't mispronounce, but it's peony root, walnut kernel, and perilla leaf. You're welcome to do your own research on these ingredients, obviously. But basically the mixture of those 3 ingredients together help reduce the skin's ability to produce secretions, so minimized oil production, and it also helps to fight free radicals. So some really interesting ingredients here. So not only does it do a great job of minimizing pores, it's got stuff in it that's good for your skin. Now I've zoomed you guys right in so that you can see my skin really well. The first time that I tried this primer, I was quite surprised at how instantaneously it worked and the difference that you could instantly see on my skin. If you don't, like if you're not wearing too much makeup at the minute, or you're wearing masks or something and you're still sort of, you know, wanting to minimize the pores and create a smoother finish on the skin, you can definitely use this without even applying a foundation, because you'll see as I apply it, it instantly shrinks the pores. You can totally just apply it over top of your skincare and not have to wear it like with anything else. Totally fine. Now it did also come with this little applicator, and I do actually prefer to use this usually because I don't like getting products underneath my nails. It seriously drives me nuts. So usually what I'll do is I'll just take a tiny little bit of the primer just on this little spatula, and then I'll just pop it on the skin. Now, I'm only going to be applying this to one side of my face because I want to wear my foundation today, and I want you to see the difference in how well it helps my makeup last longer and how well it smooths my skin during the day. So I pretty much just pop it on the skin, and then I will gently work this in with a finger. It's very, very easy to blend out. And like I said, it's so similar to the Tatcha one. It kind of like warms up and melts into the skin as you apply it. So I'm just going to smooth it over this area of my face. It is really, really nice and quick to apply, which I love as well. And then like I always tell you guys, press your primer into your skin. Don't rub it. It's a huge mistake that people make. You don't want to be rubbing the skin. It causes microexfoliation. It causes bumpiness, grittiness, and it's going to give you foundation that basically doesn't look as smooth. So just make sure you are patting in and not like rubbing your skin. Now, I can see it very clearly in the mirror. Obviously, I'm not going to be able to tell from the footage until I actually go in to edit this. But you can see here on my cheek how much smaller and how much more minimized those pores look already in comparison to the side where I have not applied the primer. Now, obviously this is just a cosmetic effect. It's not like an instant pore shrinking effect. I don't want you to go into this with the wrong idea. But visually, it helps your pores look so much smaller when you first apply it. It really does make a huge difference. I love the way that this looks on the skin, like I said, during the day when I'm not actually wearing any foundation, just as an overall like smoothing and blurring effect. It's really, really nice. And what I have been doing is applying this over skincare and then dusting my skin with our translucent powder just to keep everything looking really nice and shine free all day. But yeah, it definitely makes my skin look a whole lot more poreless. I am using the She Glam Complexion Pro Foundation. Like I said, I did do a full review on that. I feel like it was earlier on in the year, and I'm still like, it's such an amazing affordable foundation. I know so many of you picked up this foundation after watching the review and you absolutely loved it. And I also have a handful, quite a few of my friends, like my personal friends from my life, who picked it up after seeing that video as well and are still obsessed with it. All right, so I've applied it on my unprimed skin. We're going to move on to the primed side now. There's no difference in, you know, how you apply it. Obviously, it's a primer, guys. You don't need to jump through hoops to make this work. You just want to apply your foundation over the top how you normally would. That could be with a sponge, that could be with a foundation brush, it could be with your fingers, however you like to apply it. If you've seen all those bizarre videos, I feel like there was a real trend going around, people applying like their foundation with really, really bizarre objects like spoons and mobile phones and pieces of fruit, and the internet got weird for a while there. It got weird. All right, so I've got that foundation applied to both sides now. I can see instantly and very well in the mirror in front of me how much smaller the pores look on this side of my cheek in comparison to this side. Like, there's a very, very obvious visual difference. I can specifically see it right here. They just look a lot more blurred and a lot more like minimized and smaller in comparison to this side where you can really still see all of the texture. Like, I really do love how this one works, and it doesn't have that slippery, awful feel that most pore filling primers do. Like, it really just feels like a light hydrating moisturizer. It melts into the skin. And it just gives you these awesome, awesome results. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do the rest of my makeup off camera. I'll quickly come back and show you what it is looking like, you know, powder down, eyeshadow, everything. And then I'll do another check-in later so that you can see side by side how my skin is looking then. All right, so I've got the rest of my makeup on now, and looking in the mirror again, I can absolutely see a difference in the pore size on the side where I have applied the primer. Like, it's low-key kind of shocking. And it's funny, I've been using this primer for weeks, obviously, like I said, but I've been applying it over my entire face. I've never actually done a side-by-side like this. I didn't realize how much of a difference it made. Like, I'll zoom you in. It's always so hard on camera to really show the accuracy and really show exactly what things look like in person too. But just all through this area of my cheek here, my skin looks so much smoother. It looks so much less textured. Even down here on my chin, my skin looks smoother and less textured. Overall, it just looks like I've got like a blurring filter on this side of my face in comparison to this side where you can see a lot more of the texture. I'm also getting the foundation settle into my smile lines here. My pores look significantly more enlarged here. Like for a $6 product, I feel like you really can't go past just how well this works. Like I'm really, really impressed with this product. So, as promised, I will wear my makeup for probably another I don't know, 7, 8 hours. And I will come back later this evening and show you what my skin is looking like then. But yeah, hopefully you really can see the difference that I'm talking about. It's an amazing product. All right, guys, so I am back with a check-in to show you what my skin is looking like after wearing the primer for 8 hours. It's actually almost 9 hours. We're at 8 hours and about 50 minutes. So hopefully you can see a difference between the two sides. Again, it's so hard to get things to show up on camera as well as they do in person in the mirror. But the amount of shine, now obviously I'm an oily skin type. You guys know this. I get shiny throughout the day. There's pretty much no avoiding that. But the amount of shine that is on this side of my face where I have not got any primer is significantly more than the side where I do have the primer. And the side where I've got the primer, the pores are still looking so much smaller than the side where I don't have it. And it's just overall looking a lot fresher, a lot smoother, and a lot more flawless. Like there is a very clear difference between both sides in the mirror. Let me zoom you guys in so that you can see a little bit closer. So here is my skin with the primer. I just feel like my pores look really nice and smooth. My skin overall looks fresh, and yeah, I mean, the whole makeup application on this side just looks a whole lot fresher than the other side. And then here is the side without the primer. So hopefully you can see there's a lot more shine, there's a lot more oil, and the pores definitely look a whole lot bigger. Like I said earlier, it's actually been really interesting like to see it side by side because I've only ever seen it as like a whole face, you know, and testing it that way. So yeah, definitely seeing it this way is very, very interesting. But like I said, guys, you know, this is a $6 primer. I have seen really great results with it. If you are looking for a primer that's not going to break the budget, that does have skincare ingredients, that is going to help extend the wear of your makeup, and that is definitely going to help minimize the appearance of your pores, it is definitely a really, really good option to check. And like I said, if you're a huge fan of the Tatcha Silk Canvas, this one here makes an awesome dupe. So like I said, I've got that code if you want to grab anything from SheGlam or off the Shein website. It is Nikkia15 for 15% off. You are welcome to use it, or if you don't want to use it, that is totally fine as well. But I'd love to know all of your thoughts on this side-by-side wear test today. Could you see the difference in my skin? What are your thoughts? Have you tried the primer? Are you interested in trying the primer? I'd love to know all of your thoughts down below. And obviously, if you've got other primers, you know, that might be trending here on YouTube or on TikTok or something, or any other products that you want to see tested, please, as always, leave them in the comments down below. I hope that you enjoyed today's video and found it helpful. I will catch you in the next one. Bye.